U.S. Consular Chief at the U.S. Embassy in Freetown. Continue to listen to Epic Radio 99.3 FM for the most credible and factual news.
Alright, hello, good morning Freetown, good morning Sierra Leone, and welcome to the Epic Morning Show, the midweek edition of the program right here on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Me na your host, Reginald Brian Ojokutu Soya. Remember, say, the Epic Morning Show, they come to you from Monday to Friday, and the Epic Morning Show is divided into two segments. You get the media review segment, and of course the main segment, so we can look at different issues there and give them open up insights to the particular thing they need. Today, we want to look at a very, very important topic. We ask the question, can the bar be united again? We can get a conversation with Nikki Spencer Coker on a vision for the future of the legal profession. As we understand, say, himself the vie for the position of Vice President for the Sierra Leone Bar Association. Remember, so yourself can be part of the conversation. The number we go do that now 0799-4993, and we stream the program live on Facebook as well. So you get the opportunity for all to join me live on Facebook and be part of the program this morning. This is the Epic Morning Show, the midweek edition. We go now for a morning message of motivation when I rise. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Epic Morning Show. This morning I want to talk about attitude. Of course, I know say most of the time we use that word there. Attitude, we like for user and all, but again, we know say attitude is divided into two. You get good attitude, you get bad attitude, by the way. So again, but the good attitude now you expect to make it show more than the bad attitude, and all. So attitude, it's something where a lot of people they struggle with. In fact, just so now the position of the body or the way they carry yourself, you portray, or the disposition of or your state of mind. Now that basically now your attitude and all. So most of the time, there's this struggle that out there. I mean, somebody will just wake one morning no more and then it just show one attitude and all way. I know the last time, in fact, we even get an attitude and a behavioral change. So with now your attitude, in fact, towards your country where you find yourself, you know that person where you eat the trash where you work and at it, you go just drop and they. If that is an attitude where you don't get, then it's something that you need for you get for be really a patriot. Waiting not when nobody knows see you. Wait now wait now your attitude where you portray. Whilst nobody is there to judge you, whilst nobody is there to correct you and all. So this morning I really want encourage we all for demonstrate a very good attitude, a very, very good attitude, a very good behavior towards the place of work, towards your home, your wife, your husband, your families and all. Because let me tell you, once you portray bad attitude, then if it's in the home not the work fine. If it's in the office not the work fine. If it's in governance, the country not be governed well. So it's something that you really need for take into consideration and see how you can work on them so that you can get a very good attitude. This is our message this morning. Stay tuned to the Epic Morning Show.
Salomon, if we want make Salome, we for change we attitude. Salomon, if we want make Salome, we for change we attitude.
All our mortal man we get so let we let Congo say life and for bad that we come slowly so if we sabi wasan we go eat na big man.
1xBet, your game has no limits. In 1x game section you'll find hits, crash, burning hot,
Epic
crystal,
Radio.
western slot. Each game is a separate world with real winnings. Play on website or in the app. Visit the 1xbet.sl and use a SL126 promo code to get a 200% bonus up to 2,800 Sierra Leonean Leones. 1x Games, a world of games, wherever you are.
Epic Radio.
All right, welcome back to the Epic Morning Show. Remember, say we also the live Zimi Radio for the one that we did at the Southern District or Southern Region within Zimi Radio. So you can also join with it on 107.5 Radio Zimi, and also we did live on YouTube as well. So you can follow me on YouTube, live on Facebook, live on Choice FM for the one that we did at the eastern part of the capital city, Freetown. And safe live on the website on www.myepiconline.com. Live on Radio Garden for we all radio app users them as well. So all of them platforms here, so we are available for make you get a bite of the program this morning. Quickly before we go to the breaking news highlight, we'll take the message here. So, and I start off with J-Man Insurance. So I ask you one simple question: if something happened to your business or your property today, how fast you go able for you cover? And that make you get J-Man Insurance. J-Man Insurance, well, of course, if fast, if flexible, and affordable as well. And it go work fast for you so that you know get straight, forget back to your business. Plus the premium as well, and it affordable. So and go just work for you perfectly. All you just need for do now for call them on this number. When at 088-220-137, 088-220-137. Or visit the office number 2 at the late streets na Freetown and get insured today. J-Man Insurance, then trustworthy and then a professional. And now we'll go quickly to the Benimix lovers quickly. So as a parent, what do you picking for making go healthy and go strong? If you think about time, Benimix now the answer we got you covered. Benimix and they make them from local grains and then they put 14 essential vitamins there. Very good for the brain and the body. So no cooking, no stress. You can enjoy them at any time. All you need for do now for make sure say BFC there on the pack, and you go enjoy the Benimix. Benimix go strong and go smart. And now we get ROT. You look for that natural tea where go refresh your body. You look for that tea where healthy and gentle for your digestion. You look for that tea where go keep you for feel fresh all day. ROT has got you covered. Remember, I say ROT they make them from natural grown tea leaves where healthy, refreshing, and easy for your digestion. With 100 tea bag within every pack, you always get more for enjoy and safe for share. ROT, natural freshness in every sip, it is brought to you by Kyle. And finally, you look for that coffee will go wake you up instantly. You look for that coffee will give you that smooth, aromatic taste so you go enjoy at any time. Then our cafe has really got you covered. You look for that coffee will make you stay active all day. Then our cafe is here. It's 100% pure, smooth, aromatic. And if you keep you energetic and active all day, just add hot water and enjoy a bowl cup. It will fit perfectly into your busy lifestyle. Our cafe stay energetic and stay active all day. Instead, they be brought to you by Kyle. Up next, breaking news highlight. And now joining now, Ivan Julius. All right, good morning, Ivan Julius Lee. Let's go now for breaking news highlights.
Good morning, Reginald Brian and Ojukutusaya. Thanks for having me. And in the breaking news highlights this morning, the Ministry of Employment, Labour and Social Security asked Malado Travel Agency. I mean, for repatriate 28 Syrians then will then be taken to Qatar and find out say a lot of issues with there around that day because of documents and all, and then we promised them job, and that has been a tough situation so far. So then we summoned the agency on the 3rd of June this year. They begin in 5 days, I mean, for try for solve documentation problem. But as per now, the company will not be meet up to that 5 days day, and so the Ministry of Labour don't ask them for repatriating 28 Syrians and the way them be take to Qatar.
All right, I think it's a very good one from the ministry. I mean, asking Malado. We know there has been always this controversy between Malado Travel Agency and people that can take to various countries and for job and other things. And we'll see how that one they can go.
You want to ask from the 3rd to the 16th? I mean, the 5 days. You want to say it don't be long gone. So why is it happening? Why is it happening now?
We will see what in happen and take them from that point there.
All right, and in another breaking news, the family of the late Minkailu Manasari, of course, remains to come to the country on Thursday, but unfortunately, because of technical reason, it will happen on a Friday. And of course, the family and the organizing committee from the party get to announce this and say that whatever information they get, they will communicate with the people of Sierra Leone within the shortest period of time.
Exactly. I saw that one yesterday. I think we are all looking forward to that. It's indeed a devastating moment for the main opposition losing the chairperson and all, and we know say repatriating particularly a dead body from another country can undergo a lot of one thing we good now that government involved in this. I see the ambassador for Salona Senegal, Honorable Emerson Salamina, the deputy leader of government business, together with the leader of the opposition. They all engage in this for ensure say they repatriate the body, and I understand it's going to be by road. They are going to come by road, pass through the provinces, because there were a lot of people themselves join out, and then the body go there on Friday. So it's a very good one.
Well, we don't know how long this gap will look like, whether it's a week long something or whatever.
It will take
so because it's what was the chairman of the opposition, the APC. So you want to say, well, probably McKinney people want to be part of it, Freetown want to be part of it. So we never know, but they say they will communicate with the public within the shortest period of time. I think that's all we get.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ivan Julius Lee. Short break after that, background to the topic, and then we get to guest. Stay tuned.
If we want to make salon, we go change the attitude. Salon, if we want to make salon, we go change the attitude. Salon, if we want to make salon.
All right, so today we want to turn our attention to one institution where they play a critical role in the administration of justice and the protection of the rule of law, NASALON, when at the Sierra Leone Bar Association. So recent developments within the bar don't spark intense discussion among the legal practitioners and the wider public about unity, leadership, professional standard, and the future direction of the legal profession. Now, as preparation they continue for the Bar Association election, one key question where they be asked now by a lot of people out there now, that can the bar be united again? So this morning we can get one of the candidates where they aspire for the second highest position in the Sierra Leone Bar Association. Winner Miss Nikki Spencer Coker, aspirant for the position of Vice President of the Sierra Leone Bar Association. And we can discuss on in vision for the profession, in plan for strengthening cohesion within the bar, and also in thought for on the challenges and the opportunities we lawyers and they face at the moment NASALON. We'll go for a short break. After the break, we will be joined by Mrs. Nikki Spencer Coker to the program, and then we'll get the conversation. Stay tuned.
Salon, if we want to make salon, we go change the attitude. Salon, if we want to make salon, we go change the attitude. make salon for change the attitude.
Papa they do bad with them talk, you say.
How for do you?
Brother they do bad with them talk, you say.
How for do you?
You sister they do bad with them talk, you say.
How for do you?
You mama they do.
Hello and welcome back to the Epic Morning Show, the midweek edition. In the studios now, we don't be joined by Nikki Spencer Coker, ESQ, and one of the aspirants for the position of Vice President for the Sierra Leone Bar Association. Good morning, Madam Coker. It's a pleasure for getting at the program.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I can always appreciate when in Sierra Leone when I talk to woman lawyer and they make sure I put the ESQ at the end. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, of course. So what will start the conversation? One for later with a little bit about yourself and your journey in the legal profession.
Okay, obviously, my name is Nikki Spencer Coker. A little bit about me. So, obviously, Sierra Leonean, been there out of Sierra Leone for a good while, but I returned back Sierra Leone in 2006 with my family, me now ex-husband, and then I get me two girls. I get two girls. They're grown girls now, and I've been trained as a lawyer in the U.S., but I come and get barred here, as you could say, into the Sierra Leone Law School in 2012. So I don't be legal practitioner in Sierra Leone from 2012. Of course, people that also know, say I did in the media space, long time radio personality, presenter for Capital Radio from 2006, actually.
Wow.
Until, right up until I left Sierra Leone again in 2024 when for go take up me appointments from His Excellency the President Julius Maada Bio to the Security Council team for Sierra Leone during my 2-year tenure on the United Nations Security Council in New York. I don't be state counsel, I don't be state defense counsel because I work for the law officer department, I don't work for legal aid board, and then also in going to the NGO world, working for Purposeful Sierra Leone as senior legal advisor. I'm long time, advocate, activist for women and girls issues in Sierra Leone. So I guess you could say me as sort of a, an all-rounder.
I mean, doing all of this, particularly how you don't do how you don't play. It seems like a magic where you talk about the things that you don't do from the period 2006 when you say you begin for practice in a Capital Radio until this point. Within that period, you don't expand and go to different. How you don't do all that?
No, it's it's necessity for me anyway. We see how you do. For me, necessity. Say in Sierra Leone we get that saying we like for and grab, right?
Yeah.
We say if any step now you get for swim, right?
Exactly.
So whether you use say water, you drown or you land for swim. So maybe get for land for swim, basically. And so that's no more, me not the type of person where if I'm passionate about something, interested in something, I'm not the way for make person call me for, say, can't do this. If now something where I really interested in, really, I go find way how are they involved. And so for me, people like ask, what's are you issue? What's the issue where they move you? What's they move me? Always issues about girls and women in Sierra Leone, then advancements, then rights, then humanity, then dignity. So are always involved in any kind of an issue then day. And then also in a person way, I really believe in, integrity, in morals, trying to present yourself, in the best possible, way. And also, I'm a patriot, so I believe that we Sierra Leone for be better than where we come on this earth, we for left Sierra Leone in a better, state than how we meet them. And if you get picking them, you always believe, say, the little war where you get for left for you picking them, get for be something way you get for be proud of. So the Sierra Leone way I want for left for me, girl picking, come na girl picking I get. I want for left a Sierra Leone way, me, how me grow up, how me they think, how me parents then bring me up, waiting they instill for me, make me picking myself getting a salon. So, that's on me motivation factor.
Right now, you're going for the second highest position at the Sierra Leone Bar Association,
yep,
which is the vice president. I want for no Sierra Leone and already listened to you this morning. Go on for no, which inspire you for seek for the office of the vice president of the Sierra Leone Bar Association.
So, like I said, I've been a legal practitioner in Sierra Leone since 2012. That's, coming up to 14 years.
Yeah.
This November will be 14 years exact. And, I'm always interested in the issues of my profession because it's my profession. So, no stranger to being involved in, organizing, whether it's, bar association events, or even I don't do in several executive positions in the female lawyers organization with our lawyers. So my motivation is always about, making sure that my profession, they really stand for the principles on which they come into the profession believing, right? Say we stand for the rights of the downtrodden, that we articulate for the general public within our legal positions, and that we present we profession in the best possible light. So, over the past couple of years, it's no secret that we association sort of has been involved in some, conflicts.
We can't look at the state of the bar association.
Some conflicts,
some
internal dynamics we don't really put into in the public light. We don't become a topic of conversation, and not specifically in a good fashion, right? So. I look at them and say, well, rather than complaining on the sidelines, if you believe that you can get some positive effect and you can help bring some change, why not show yourself? And like you say, then get one saying when you're talking English, you say, put your head above the parapets. So rather than don't be no more just put yourself forward, come above and say, okay, well, listen, this is not the situation, this is not the playing field where we get right now, and I believe, say, I can make a difference, and so, myself step into the arena. And I step into the arena believing that the person we present himself now as a contender for the presidency of the Sierra Leone Bar Association, Miss Martina Bendu Ebenda, a candidate in which I can believe in. And so any message way they try to put forward, which is for unite the bar, for bring a change, that we're stronger together, are also something which I believe in, and I want to do my part for make it come to reality. In other words, now to
more like get the same kind of vision for the bar association.
Absolutely. Yes.
Are you going as an independent candidate in this, or you
well, I don't know what I mean. Every single candidate is independent, because when you go vote at the
no, wait, I mean, so man knocking like for associating himself with a camp, say, okay, me, I know I stand alone, I know the other.
Yeah, well, this camp talk now don't really bring problem for we all along, but to be frank, obviously, and I've said it more than once, I'm on the Martina Ebenda team, if you want to call it that.
Okay.
Specifically, but whether, each position has to be independently voted on by the membership of the bar. But if you talk about the messaging that's to go forward right now in terms of where we've been and where we're going to go forward, I definitely identify with the message where Martina Ebendade put forward.
You believe say this is not the right time for make your own leadership contribution into the Bar Association?
Well, absolutely. Let me tell you, 10 years ago in 2000, so 16. Every single time that you put yourself forward for leadership position is the right time, right? Because you obviously get your personal convictions as to why. Maybe it's the right time. Maybe you're not so occupied with something else. Maybe whatever the reason may be, you're so convicted in my particular situation, so convicted and believe, say, you cannot just stand on the sideline and complain. You get for, try to see which in your own contribution for bring we Bar Association into the light in which I believe when I don't believe say it right now.
Now we can talk about the status of the Bar Association at the moment. How, I'm sure, of course, you don't be a member of the Bar Association. How you want to assess the current state of the Sierra Leone Bar Association? Who stated it now at the moment? Well,
I think it can be best described by what the public says rather than waiting we say, right? Internally, lawyers get various assessments that, and it's it's not a lie. It's not a the discord, the rancor between lawyers really disheartening for C right now. But setting that aside, what in the public they say about the perception of the legal profession right now, and what you get from the public is, this is a shame. Why when I can't get ourselves together? Why is there such a divide? Why is there such hostility? And this is not to the Bar Association that I know. I mean, in my time, I don't be involved and see, consecutive different, executives and different bar associations in different formats, And one thing we always characterize interactions, whatever side you're on, is that at the end of the day, when everything's done, whether you're in court or whether you go to an AGM or wherever, we always come back to this sort of camaraderie, because the underlying understanding for we all is that wherever you are, the legal profession is all that we have. At the end of the day, that is the commonality. That's the common thread. Yes, the profession is the bigger thread, and so you protect, you're supposed to be able to protect Sandy to the exclusion of all else. Because if that goes or is destroyed, or the foundation is somehow not steady, then what do we have going forward? If you, for example, and I had a giddy story in various different platforms, because I just believe it really illustrates what I mean by when we say that one great profession you get. If you think about the fact, say I don't see 5 different attorney generals in a 7-year span in which me be secretary of the General Legal Counsel. The General Legal Counsel, in case you don't know, now the regulatory body for the lawyers and the legal profession in Sierra Leone. But 7 years up until me appointment to New York, I was secretary of that. I stepped down to take my appointment, obviously. Now, 5 attorney generals in that process. Do you notice any common thread for each attorney general who steps down or is removed or is relieved of the position because they serve at the pleasure of whichever excellency at the time appointed them, right? The common thread is as soon as they come back or they come out of that, then they go renew their license for practice law. Then they go to the in chambers. The next day we pull as the attorney general, we get for come out the Ministry of Justice, it goes to the in chambers. Because in the one green profession we get. So you cannot destroy, or and I want to be very careful not for use incendiary language, so maybe I shouldn't destroy. But the foundation of the profession is such that is the foundation. Whatever else they go on around, you cannot allow discord or a lack of dialogue, lack of understanding, unfair treatment to destabilize the foundation of the profession, because we all go suffer in the end.
Many people without their belief say the Bar Association is divided. Do you agree with them people, Andy? that the bar is divided at the moment?
Well, I mean, the question you're asking me for a candidate who's campaigning on the slogan of "Unite the Bar," it means clearly, I think the bar is divided.
Okay.
Yes.
What do you think is the major cause of this division? You don't do any background. I mean,
well, I mean, the major cause of the division. Now, first of all, it will be let nobody know. Give the impression that issues of division in the bar only showed up in 2024. That's not true, right? Been issues before, even before
that AGM.
Yeah, there've been issues before that, but somehow we able for, you know, at the end of the day, come out of what of the issues of disagreement and get it back together as a singularity, as, you know, we're all legal professionals and we all in this bar association. However, we see that now we are in such a state where a set refuse to even engage, or both sides refuse to engage with each other, and we have a divided bar, and no more evident than the fact that we get a whole different group of lawyers who don't set themselves up in a different society. So, I mean, you can sit around or can pretend like, say, division all day, but you just you look like a fool to yourself and to the public by saying that we have a division. And so, why do we have a division? There are plenty of, you know, reasons for that. But for me, I just believe that you need to provide the space, provide the personalities to encourage dialogue, to ensure that we're stronger together, we speak with one voice, that going forward, what we see now in the public, the discourse that happens, doesn't continue, because it not serve any of we none look, you know, good. None of us look in a positive light. To have public officials, to have civil society officials, to have, you know, just ordinary everyday people making comments on the status and the state of lawyers and the legal profession in Sierra Leone is really, not tell well on any of we.
Is it true that now national politics don't make the status of the body like I did at the moment? National
politics is always with any association. At the end of the day, lawyers are free to associate wherever they want to associate.
Okay.
This is not a question of national politics right now. This is in a situation in which you have, you know, people who have the right to put themselves forward to say, you know, this is our association, and I think I get goods for lead this association, and somebody who's other people who are already in place and say, well, we used to have to feel so we get goods for lead your association, and we should be able to go forward, present association with transparency, with credibility, and allow the membership for decide, you know, who they wish to lead them for the next couple of years.
All right. We basically give a country you plan so you get for the association if they vote you in as vice president. But how this division they affects the image and the effectiveness of the Sierra Leone Bar Association. I mean the bar in particular. How this small division within the association they affect the
well, I think it definitely affects the image of the legal profession as a whole, because it's not just nationally. Well, I mean, it's the legal profession. It's not just the association. The fact that the Bar Association is a voluntary association. You not get for join. Plenty of lawyers over the years, they don't participate. But the vast majority of lawyers would always associate with the Bar Association. That's when you see lawyers come together for whether now we AGMs or, you know, whether they're speaking on national issues, whatever the case may be, right? The executive doesn't, they not act unilaterally or on their own. They act according to the wishes and dictates of the membership. That's because also not to anybody in personal property at the end of the day, right? So what effect this they get? You get vast numbers of lawyers would just not participate in an institution which is it is the oldest bar association in sub-Saharan Africa. It was storied association.
Wow.
So that image is it's not to just with the talk not just they happen within Sierra Leone. The talk they happen regionally. With commentary from other bar associations and other people in the global community. This is not good for any of we. So, how it affects the image, it's not a good image, and in my estimation, my own opinion, that's something way fixable. And what's going to happen right now, not really necessary. We're not supposed to allow for degenerate.
So you believe say the bar can be united again?
Absolutely. I believe the bar can be united again. If I not been believed that I not before get myself involved in this campaign, I absolutely believe the bar can be united again. And which I believe can assist that is just for personalities for be able to get dialogue and for show mutual respect to each other at the end of the day. Recognize that we had some things would go wrong at the last AGM, which was, by the way, 2 years ago, right? And so by now we're supposed to don't get another AGM. Actually, this would be the second AGM within a 2-year period, but we only don't get one since then. And we supposed for be able for show mutual respect to we serve as lawyers, and so is that possible in the future? Absolutely. But you have to be willing. You have to be willing for take that mindset today for say, listen, and we need for understand. We get for understand. Say you cannot just ignore a vast majority, a huge swathe of your own professionals as if they're not to anything. We can't do that.
We'll go for a short break. After the break, we'll continue with the conversation. We still get Madam Nikki Spencer-Coker with we, and after the break, we get more and more things and for discuss. Stay tuned. We'll be back shortly.
1xBet. Your game has no limits. In 1x Games section, you'll find hits, crash, burning hot, crystal, western slot. Each game is a separate world with real winnings. Play on website or in the app. Visit the 1xbet.sl and use a SL126 promo code to get a 200% bonus up to 2,800 Sierra Leonean Leones. 1x Games, a world of games, wherever you are.
All right, welcome back. If you just tune in, you're listening to the Epic Morning Show, and this now we midweek edition. We get Madam Nikki Spencer-Coker. We one of the candidates that we contest for the position of vice president for the Sierra Leone Bar Association. They also for tell you about plans and vision for the bar, and we also look at whether the bar can be united again. Now, one folk look at whose practical step them you would take for promote unity among the members of the association.
So, you're talking about the plans and for what we get
bringing
for
people
bringing people together, which So first, you not ever do anything on your own, right? So you as a candidate vying for whatever position, no go believe say now you want to get for be the savior of the one old bar on your own. No. So team effort first of all, and the if you see, don't hear Martina Ebende speaking, the person will vie for the presidency. It's on this topic of uniting the bar, as in bringing us all together, having a dialogue. And I think if we're elected, when we're elected, that would be the very first order of business to ensure that we get with colleagues into some sort of constructive dialogue and figure out what's the way forward together.
So dialogue and reconciliation gets a major role for playing this.
Absolutely, it get for be central to how we how we manage WESEF, how we conduct WESEF, and how we try to push the conversation forward for the Bar Association. Absolutely, get for be a situation because the current situation cannot continue. Nobody should be happy with just saying that, oh, these people are off there, we don't care about them, you know, now we no more get legitimacy. No. What's your legitimacy if a good portion of you professionals choose not to participate?
Nikki, are you worried presently with the present association we get? You worried as a lawyer, somebody who don't get into the profession? You just talk about how even day before, how vibrant the bar association be in terms of holding governments accountable and all. Not seeing much of that now. Does that in any way get you worried?
Well, I'm immediately worried about how we even the starting points, how we the governor we serve through this process for get we to an AGM. At the beginning, you know, some of we not able for even register, making the process, you know, difficult and in a way we not ever be before. And then unceremoniously announcing that, you know, we just to go on an indefinite postponement and with no date for how we proceed to another AGM, and then various, you know, public letters back and forth. But at the end of the day, we're lawyers. So lawyers, if we feel aggrieved or if we feel that we need clarification, go through the process for seek clarification. And so you see right now that, you know, certain colleagues, they go through that process. One, seeking clarification from the national, from NIB, right, the investment board, because they're not the supervisory authority through the Companies Act for the Bar Association. You see them give it in their own view on that. Exactly. And then now also we seek clarification through the court as to, you know, for court orders, because the court should now at this point order when we go to AGM, the court for order, you know, for allow the registration process to be reopened, because once you don't indefinitely suspend the AGM, let see what's in the process going forward. When you do all them things, and at least if you sort of bring and come back to the membership, call some sort of you know, meeting and explain to people, because the executive of the Bar Association not operate on their own, not to anybody in personal property. You know, it's still answerable to the membership, still answerable to lawyers, still answerable to the legal profession. So, you know, we at least be the example as lawyers for the rest of the citizenry, rather than at this point being somehow even, you know, a laughing stock with other associations able to conduct their business, you know, without any public interference, without any public, you know, outcry, without any public criticism. Look, the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists just had the AGM. I don't even know. I mean, I don't know what's in the una do or not do. No clue, right? I know. Say Transport Union, they all get AGM. Why we know all of this? Because then now they turn around and say, "Let we show now for conducting our own business." I mean, who does that? You know, who allows themselves to get to that sort of position? So, you know, while recognizing that, you know, lawyers in the past, in the current executive, which as far as I'm concerned, no longer an executive, because we don't way past any point of mandate and legitimacy, but who have done their best. But perhaps now it's the time for other people to step forward to try to, you know, mend fences and take our association forward.
One of the people that we really don't be left out in all of this, or don't feel like they're left out. Now the younger lawyers, them the one that we then just come into the profession. Let's say you and your team come in as president and vice president for lead the Bar Association. How do you bring the younger lawyers, I mean, and make them feel like themselves belong, and they also can make decisions?
When you have a united bar, that's not difficult. When you have an executive or that is able to maneuver through all ranks and through all, you know, pockets of who the profession is, that's not difficult, because like, for example, when we come in as young lawyers, you come in, you meet your seniors already in a profession, in a bar association that's vibrant, that everybody belongs to. It's not difficult for make you then able for talk to people. Right now, people can't even talk to themselves. You know, this lawyer not go talk to that lawyer because he didn't this side or those. They, you know, all of that is just, it is. I find it so in a very uncomfortable position.
Is that something una can fix if when una come in for bringing them together?
Nobody is a savior, but you get forget the willingness and the commitment for try. And forgive people that, rather than denigrating your colleagues, you for be in a position for show mutual respect, for recognize and look into what even at their own grievances and issues for why we're in this state. If you're not even able for get a respectful conversation with your colleague professionals, then very difficult for move forward. The sort of language we would being passed back and forth, or how people are being characterized and giving derogatory comments against is very, very disheartening. So I don't believe a professional should be in that state at all. And so that's also an example for younger lawyers coming through. At the end of the day, when you get into a professional association as an adult, done with all your training and everything else, this is now a professional association, you should be able to conduct yourself in a certain type of manner.
Now, look at your vision for the association. I want to know your vision for the Alumba Association. If elected, how will you want to see the bar? More specific reform them you go advocate for, or ensure say they really come into existence at the bar association?
I think we've been speaking about this quite clearly, that the overriding vision and mission is a united bar which is stronger together, a bar association which we take back into the what we know and how we maneuver, how we speak with you're not always in agreement, but at the end of the day, when you speak with one voice, and that one voice comes after you've come to your membership, you've debated issues, and then when the Bar Association speaks on those issues, they know they're speaking on those issues with the backing of the majority of lawyers who have given them the mandate to do so. So that is the overriding mission, that unification of the bar, and also the modernization of it as well. This process of us trying to get to this AGM don't really expose a lot of issues that have made it clear that some reform is needed. For example, even in how the digitization of our processes, and I think that will be one of the also the immediate things that absolutely that we proceed with. We're very clear that this is not the Bar Association, the new executive that is in the process of trying to come into place. Not a belief say you come with some fairy in the sky, highfalutin, this has never been done before ideas. No, because at the end of the day, you move, or are supposed to move, with the mandate of the membership. But what is absolutely clear is that if we continue on this road with a fractured bar, it's not something we get to be good for any of we going forward, at whatever period, and it will come back for, as they say, it'll bite you in the what, because you not take care of what you're supposed to take care of at home. So the vision is a united bar. The commitment is to move towards that and to provide a bar with dialogue and mutual respect. That is the commitment and the vision for where we're going forward.
Now look at plans for improve the welfare and opportunity for lawyers as well. Is that really part of your plan for Siaunaki, ensure say lawyers and get better service? Because one reason we make certain people and can join associations now for ensure say the association and they advocate for them on their behalf for ensure say they get better service, better opportunities, and is that really part of your plan for ensure say you advocate so that lawyers then go get improved welfare and opportunities and go they maybe organizing sort of trainings, refresher, just try for make more opportunities for them?
I mentioned to you that I've been in the I've been in the legal profession in Sierra Leone and member of the Bar Association since 2012.
And 12, yeah.
The M&A of the Sierra Leone Bar Association does have in there about the welfare of lawyers. The Bar Association has always been involved, whatever executive has always been involved in ensuring and trying to ensure that it advocates for, that it provides for the welfare, the continuous training opportunities of lawyers. And so over the years, you've seen, and including with this past executive, so there's nothing new there. That is part and parcel of what the Bar Association executive takes on when they come into office, into their tenure, not for ensure so that they advocate for the welfare of their colleague lawyers, whether that's opportunities for trainings, which happens all the time, whether it's opportunities for getting speakers to come in to talk about various things. It happens all the time. That is part and parcel of what an executive of the Bar Association does.
But that may happen under this dispensation?
I'm sure that, that they did something.
Okay.
I mean, what I'm saying is, which I try to emphasize on is that it's not a new
phenomenon.
No, it's not. That's what executives of the Bar Association do. Okay. Is try to ensure that they're advocating for the welfare of the membership, and so that also depends on what the membership brings up to the executive as points of concern, right? So as and when those come up, you will see that executives respond to that. Some better than others, but it is part and parcel of the responsibility that you take on as a member, in an executive position of the Sierra Leone Bar Association.
All right, we still continue the conversation. Remember, say this now the midweek. Of course, edition of the Epic Morning Show, and we still get Madam Nikki Spencer-Coker. Now, look at who will the Bar Association for play in defending constitutionalism and the rule of law. Who will the association for play, Danny?
The role of the Sierra Leone Bar Association as a public interest pressure point is always it's an important one. Members of the public look to the Bar Association to help either bring to light issues of public concern or to highlight issues or to present positions or briefs on those issues. That's something the Bar Association is supposed to be able to do. And it is a role that when you come on into the executive, you're supposed to take with seriousness to be able to present that opportunity, that platform for then discussions then for take place, whether it's within the membership or to to the public at large. So absolutely yes, the Bar Association, if you see all across in our in different acts and in different organizations, plenty of opportunities or examples that present themselves where they negotiate a member of the Sierra Leone Bar Association for be a part, because they then hold lawyers to a certain level of esteem. And so that responsibility is something that you absolutely should take seriously, and be able get the space for Performam to the utmost integrity.
How do the bar maintain independence? Why is it engaged on national issues as well?
No, I mean, Bar Associations always engage in national issues. So what do you mean?
I mean, for maintaining independence, why is engaging in national issues?
Well, that's the point of the Bar Association. The Bar Association is supposed to be an independent. It's a voluntary association, but that's so you maintain your independence, not a government institution. It's an independent professional association.
When are you view of the relationship between the Bar Association and the other arms of government?
What do you mean? The other arms of government are Parliament, the executive.
Exactly. Then two arms, and what is the relationship with the Bar Association?
The Bar Association always supposed to get a complementary and positive, relationship with any institution of government. It's not an institution of government. It's not an arm of government. It's not even an appendage of government. It's supposed to be. It's an independent association of legal professionals, right? And that get part of their mandate for speak to national issues. They're not an authority, but they are a valuable resource.
One thing will happen after that election in Kenema, and that a lot of lawyers then be aggrieve and form another association. Well, plenty people they describe as a parallel association, and even though them set of people and don't denounce their membership in the bar association, which is the Lawyers Society. When I get any plans for maybe engage them once an executive go on come in the Lawyers Society?
I think that is absolutely, implied by what we say when we say, to make efforts to unite the bar, and when we say we forget mutual dialogue and respect, it's absolutely members of the Lawyers Society are lawyers, the legal professionals in Sierra Leone. By the way, the only institution in Sierra Leone as a lawyer that you're mandated to do something for or with is the General Legal Counsel. The General Legal Counsel is the only one which by law you get to make sure say you do certain things. Now the only one that knew. If you not go according to what the General Legal Counsel say, you sometimes you not go be lawyer. If you not participate by Sierra Leone Bar Association, you will still be lawyer. If you not participate by Lawyer Society, you will still be lawyer, as long as you're up to date with what in GLC say. So at the end of the day, this is not about, forcing people then for do anything we did not want, but it's the understanding that the importance of the Sierra Leone Bar Association really means that then we need to talk with a more united voice. We not for be fractured. We can get 1,001 different associations, but we are stronger when we get one Sierra Leone Bar Association. So in other countries, you get lawyer societies. They also get bar associations. The bar association gets a certain gravitas. Yes, absolutely. So yeah, you said members of the lawyer society did not renounce, because they don't have to at the end of the day. So, let us see how we all able for talk with one voice.
Now, give me some reasons. Lawyers and they listen to this program. What now some of the reasons they make them for vote for you in particular as the vice president of the Bar Association?
I hope that anybody listening to me right now, when a lawyer, they get the sense of me sincerity and commitment. I hope then they get a sense of me, me hope and me passion and me commitment for the betterment of we association, the Sierra Leone Bar Association. And I hope then they get the sense of me commitment and belief that we really can be better, and that if they vote for me, as I know they will, that then they repose that confidence in me for move we forward, for ensure so we unite, we bar, that we clean up the reputation and integrity and the perception of the public of who lawyers are and who lawyers can be. Lawyers, we really embody the that saying that we all have of the noble profession, of the learned. And that's now really waiting me believe, so we for the move forward to in 2026. So I call on all lawyers to vote for Nikki Spencer Coco for Vice President of the Sierra Leone Bar Association.
You believe you get all what it takes for, bringing calm that transformation in the Bar Association? I
do. And if I didn't, I wouldn't put myself in this public position, because I know, no one ever has to at the end of the day, but you forget some sort of like internal belief that you can go forward and make a difference. And so in every association or any organization, and then most you can do something, you not even get for be in an executive position, but you get forget that passion and that drive to make a difference, because it's something that's important to you. Me not ever involved in anything where I don't get interest span. I just don't do it for the sake of, don't call me there, I will not be there, I will not even show up, right? But when I'm passionate about something, when I'm convinced about something, when I believe, say, I can make a difference to something, then I definitely get involved. And that's what I'm doing here.
All right, they don't tell you any information on come as to when maybe the elections go hold or the AGM go hold, since that press release will been come out from the outgoing executive that then they put everything on hold due to logistical and all. From that period, they don't get back to owner, particularly we get interest for contest for different position in the association.
No, but maybe sometimes.
So not just in the dark.
No, well, sometimes you then take it, as I said, we're lawyers, so you try to move the process forward. At the end of the day, nobody in any organization is just to behave with impunity. You have to have some sort. You get for answer to people. You can't treat them with contempt and levity. Maybe as we've done now, we ask for the courts. We don't file papers in courts. Ask for the court for clarity and orders as to when this process gets moved forward.
But the court not get back to tonight.
If the papers have been filed, and everybody has been served, so I'm sure and hopeful that the Chief Justice will be assigning the case to a judge, and we'll move forward just for clarification, because at the end of the day, it's not anybody's personal property. It's an association that was founded by legal professionals, that is incorporated, is a company limited by guarantee, that has rules and regulations. And at this point, the current, in our estimation, the current executive no longer has a mandate to, just hold everybody else up to ransom at this point.
All right, thank you very much. We'll go for a short break. After the break, we'll begin for take calls inside the program. Let's go for break. After the break, 07994993. Stay tuned.
Okay, so we found them. I don't try nearly all the water them within a salon for sale. And I don't come for realize, say, none of them taste as good as Sierra mineral water. Every time I drink them, it make I feel fresh and bubbly. Sierra mineral water is simply the best. I know sell, but inside salon, Sierra mineral water na second to none. Any day outside of the country for sale. So, what you they wait for? Go get your own pack now. Sierra mineral water. Simply the best.
To capture the attention of customers, we focus on cutting-edge marketing communications that communicate, engage, and interact directly with our client's target. Our vast experience in the fascinating world of marketing communications, event management, below-the-line activations, and more ensures that we deliver nothing but amazing results. We are the agency of everything creative. We are Priority Solutions Limited. Talk to us for all your marketing communications, multimedia productions, event management, experientials or activations, media management, public relations, and more. We are a trusted brand, and the results and quality of our services can be seen through the brands we have worked with. Visit our website at www.prioritysolutions.co or call us on +232 76 1032. Priority Solutions, we know what works for you. We have what works for you. We do what works for you. Priority Solutions, what works.
All right, welcome back. Now we start for welcome on our calls in the program this morning. Hello, good morning. Malaika Naskan Drive. Good morning.
Yeah, Bransoya, good morning.
Yes. Go ahead and make your contribution.
Yeah, so I don't listen to Madam Nikki, a very charismatic lawyer, where at least they don't give view about what a plan for can do when they get the vice president. But we all know the genesis of the division, now the election will be passed, now Kenema, the activities will take place, and therefore bring about what you call, and you don't rightly measure on the parallel organization of the bar association. And now we see something resemblance of church, because they see the Secretary General they write about issues of division also inside the bar association. Now the current president has been defiant to the Attorney General when the Attorney General says this they say another thing. So are we expecting another division in the bar? That's the question.
All right, thank you very much. 079-994-993. Malaika is asking a question. Of course, so they take more calls inside the program. Let's go and pick another caller. Hello, good morning. You know, the call from, please.
This is the Lion.
Yeah, the Lion. Go ahead.
You know, Pale Allah free. I don't know no more how mommy they sound so. If you not so you get for car walk, because you know so you can get people them when they can talk. But you know, whenever them put you go get the good intention. But you want them, you know, see them with pantalon. Now that level, you know that one way they say people like in come. That Congosa, with this guy can talk to you, you go to make salon. I don't know. I don't say my mommy don't live in America. I don't work. You know, I don't know if America back in the tell you say go and leave from the fool because a lawyer whenever you don't graduate, when they give you certificate, they say go and leave from the fool then. I don't know if he go come because drivers they suffer in this country under advantage, then go and put them under park lights, no more under the park lights. When we say you want to way put the gallop there, small gallop, you don't finish, they only they go put you in a jail. You know, opposition go come, you know, get a zeal for going to courts, advantage go there because you don't believe in the lawyers then. I don't know if he in there for can work for the poor people then. Thank you very much, man.
079994993. That's the number where Yusuf can call and be part of the program, the Epic Morning Show. We pick more calls in the program this morning. We still get Madam Nikki Spencer, cook out the program. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, good morning. This is Abaka.
Yeah, Baka, go ahead and make your contribution.
What I see, brother, this election, we are the Bar Association election. Like we, the illiterate them, we will not understand. This thing not be the sound tool, not be the law at all. But this tenure, it looks sound in a way that we see the level where they go. They don't politicize and people in the work camp for purpose. So one of the institutions in the wire where the country rely on, one of the institutions in the wire where they're able for put governments to control. So even investors, then people the way they count things and when a bad thing in the country. But to they see the level where the thing they go, then they take everybody attention. They politicize, everybody they aware. So no, nothing happen. And they were now the legal people in our Wabupa. Now the last people in our Wabupa. No, where they go. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bakar. We take more calls. 079994993. That's not the number we Chef can add the voice to the conversation this morning. Let's go and pick another caller. Hello, good morning.
Yes, Noah.
Yes, Noah, go ahead.
Thank you. The judiciary in Australia, they're under serious challenge. First question, is it independent? Because when we look at the examples of Kenya, I mean, that judiciary get high respect for the country. So, the lady who did so, she's charismatic. You got a bigger job for do when I get for really reform the judiciary urgently, because even this government they get too much headache from the judiciary. I must state that.
079994993, the number we Chef can call and be part of the program. Abuloko on the line now. Let's take. Hello.
Yeah, good morning, Reginald.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, may God bless Epic Radio. May God bless the landed Umawedede. May God give more wisdom for unite the Bar Association. The first question, Madam, I don't know how you will try for collaborate between the one that will feel aggrieved, between the one that will not feel aggrieved. How for come for unite the bar? Because this Bar Association, now they get the backbone of this country. Even with family, they get problem, now then they settle them. So with the beg una, at least una the leadership of the Bar Association for try for unite the Bar Association. I tell you plenty thank you for all the submission they don't give. You know, they should say you're a true leader. But your leadership wants, may God give you this position by the grace of God, man. May God give you position because you're a true Sierra Leonean where at least by the way they talk, you stand for the truth by this country. So I tell you plenty thank you for all the submission we don't give, but do ya on a try more na unite the Bar Association. Voice from Central Media, and God bless alone.
All right, 079994993. More calls they take in the program this morning, and then we go come to Madam Nikki Spencer Coker for respond to the callers later. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Good morning. You name outside the call from.
I call from Tembeta.
All right. Go ahead.
I'm glad for this, Madam. What you don't speak. But what are the try for see? All things on the politicized in this country. First time when they do elections, everybody the elections to be credible. Anybody they snap them count.
then say this night win, everybody could be happy. But nowadays, all sides social problems. So how is it to unite that side? You see, like before the election, we then tell you about Motuka, we then block the road. Before that, they reach the now, go there for good, they say the election. Hey bro, how will they go for this? You know, not try for friend the right person, let the people voice be heard. Now that's a big election. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. 079994993. We entertain few calls and then I will get, of course, we get for respond. I'll take this other caller quickly. Hello, good morning. Yes. Oh, Paconte. Yes. Go ahead, Paconte.
I tell you, man, thank you. Come out. You see, the judiciary, politics don't hamburger. Then for be independently, now then for fight for we. Then they behave like who that not go school. Well, now for fight to save. Now then put the thing straightforward. Anything what they ask now the country, now then force. Now then they for copy example too. Because now then they control. But they big. Let not be like election will be na Kenema. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Paconte. Mystic Nadwazak, they send a message on Facebook. He says, as a respected institution in Sierra Leone, the Sierra Leone Bar Association should work to mend its differences and restore public confidence, which appear to be lacking in the present. Regardless of the political affiliation or ideologies, the association processes should be transparent, accountable, and guided by the principle of fairness and justice. Let's take this caller quickly. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, morning. Your name outside call you from?
James Cole from Moriton.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to thank God and tell this woman where in a station, so Nikki plenty take where it take the strength for camp for stand back. I could tell the one who country say, a very good person. I not ever sat there, but there was a time when she handled the case for me. When a particular lawyer go give me fake land or go report that General Legal Counsel, I know the stand where in take. Now the kind people in this way, the judiciary need. She's very straightforward and you know what they're up to. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Mr. Kolna Moritong. We take a few calls more. And then we will try for the cutting down shortly. The second segment will come to you, evangelously set for that month. Hello.
Good morning, Epic.
Yes, Lami Samura Koyato.
Yes.
Go ahead.
We just want to ask because we see Kenema, now then we get a division. We create another body. So in case they go for this election, then guess they will then go for this election, and in camp no win. We no go see another association come out from their own camp as a result of they no win. Thank you.
All right, Lamin Samura. Thank you. 3 calls more and then we wrap up. The calls them 079-994-993. Let's take this one. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Daniel.
Daniel from Usai.
From Brookfields.
Okay, go ahead, Daniel.
I tell this woman plenty thank you. But always in a caller in the talk soon. Then therefore go meet this woman for put word na say we want do better na this country, na this way for lingo. But let God make the all they go meet them for convince them. Let God make expose. Because people and they way they listen now when a politician them we go ready for go turn the woman in attention to politics.
Unfortunately, we lost that caller there from Brookfields. 079949993. Just a few calls now. We go entertain maybe 2 more, and then we wrap up the program. Hello.
Kurki.
Yes, Suleiman.
Suleiman.
Right. Go ahead. Yes.
Man, it's a bit talk. Although the English we don't be no left and BMB. I want to ask with the 2 voting. divine books then, if you get idea with them, because they say, well, our Africans in a religious, no more old than law books, he take us. Then what I want to comment about Sierra Leone with the law and the police and the constitution. What it makes Sierra Leone they go so now because of the treaty and they're not straightforward, because na professional people them. The law na profession, the police na profession. Constitution na key what people they make for me they meet up to key where they can the country go before. How they manage the politician of him then put them at the suffer. They able to change that one day. Thank you, brother.
All right, I know myself now will get the question really clear, and we'll squeeze in two more last callers, and then we come to you guys for respond with the wrap up shortly. After this, the last caller for today. After this, I will take the last call. Hello, good morning. In the side
hello, yeah, good morning. This is National from 69.
Yes, go ahead.
The first lady, I don't scatter the bar association. Yeah, I'll tell you. What
do you mean by that?
Yeah, lawyer. Huh?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I said the first lady, I don't scatter the bar association.
Now they ask you, what do you mean by that? What do you mean? You cannot just make a statement like that without, make just a statement like that without helping us with further information, please. Once making the statement, ensure say you get a solid ground for stand on. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes.
B.W. Bokari at the call from Freetown. Thank you very much. We sister waited at the studio. And just few concerns. One, maybe by way of question. My sister Usa Yulinde, where this unity we all want to talk about in any institution for the Usa Yulinde, where this unity not been there, which role will you be playing? Which other role now will you really feel so you can play for bring the unity together? And then finally, I really want.
Lost the caller. Last one, 079949993. Just the final call, and then we. All right, let's take this last person quickly, and then I'll give ample time to Madam Spencer Cooker for response. Hello.
Regina, good morning.
Yeah, Commander Jibo.
Yeah, Regina, if I'm not being the caller for Christ. I'm working for Sierra Leone Legal Aid Board. That's a word. I am the public relation officer. All what the woman explains to, not to a problem. People that don't come, when they sabi talk English, they don't explain what we see out in the go. But the problem now, Regina, I spoke to Allah. I spoke to me God where they serve the politics. The kind bad politics we see in this country, and the bar now one of the credible institution, bar station, was not sponsored by government, no non-government sponsoring. But we don't see what happened at Kenya. Why the capital city, they moved this election government at Kenya. We were really crazy what happened all. Block road, other members of the bar did not get chance to vote. Now today, we don't lawyer society. When I sorry, tell them ara. So where are we going? Where will they go? And the one that want a road model, they will see them. Your politics put on them, and they are just, where will they go? Regina, show me back. But Regina, the lady don't talk. But me, what are the future they go for president? It's not a vice president get voice. But anyway, let God come. For me, now one side was disappointed for let me talk up. You Commander Jibo, bar station. So they look. Etc. That divide. No, not secret about it. Because of they still disagree. But nobody don't listen. Now the country is even this woman whether they play that too.
Commander Jibo. Hello.
Sorry. I let go here in that book. He get talent. Now where is talking is new. But yeah, all the government they want they come.
Thank you, Commander Jibo.
What is the what they do? But yeah, for money, I don't know.
Thank you. We need to take any more calls again. A lot of concerns coming this morning. I want to give you ample time for response to the callers.
Thank you so much, and thank you to all our listeners and the callers. We, they ask questions and even they, extend,
best wishes,
yeah. and I take them on. So I go try for respond to questions where I, at least I pick up on. So the one of the questions where more than one person asked if we expect another division in the bar. And so the whole point of why we, and when I say we, they talk about, Miss Martina Ibenda and myself, where they come forward for put ourselves as candidates both for president and vice president, and because we really don't want to foresee further division or any other division in the bar. We don't want for the current division to continue, and we don't want to make any other division appear. So, waiting for happen. The point is we get procedures and processes. We're supposed to get due process for take we through to the process of getting transparent, credible, fair, annual general meeting in which the business of the bar is supposed to be discussed. So the AGM is not just about the election where they take place at the end. The AGM is also about presenting the business of the bar association, doing an accounting of what the executive don't engage in during the course of their tenure. And allowing the membership for talk about how they want to see the future of the bar for go forward, resolutions. And then you get to the election. So we really now don't focus only on this end bit, but there's more about where we need to go as a bar association. So we're really, really confident that cooler heads get to prevail. That we're going to proceed to this annual general meeting, and then whichever get for happen, they get for happen there. And we believe safe will be in a transparent, credible, safe, congenial, atmosphere. So me really believe, and I will continue to believe and hold on to that belief until proven otherwise, and that's still we get for end up. So, and why I continue to believe that one of our callers, I think, say a name. So I move around because these questions seem for jump into that. Suleiman, I believe. Yeah. They ask you, I don't know why you're interested, but they ask if the law book no more. Yeah. I read if I get all that book then religious book they already read. Well, I'm a Christian, so the religious book, if you want to call it that I read is the Bible. Okay. So if then I don't know whose relevance it gets to him, but that's what it is for me, right? Okay. So. And that also get to do with your moral standpoint, your ethics, and also you believe that like I say, cooler heads are going to prevail. If we've seen happen in the past, and that's something where we all not happy with, let's believe say going forward, that's not going to be the situation. For the Christians, we will say in Jesus' name. I know for the Muslims, they'll say inshallah, right? So that's my own belief. So. I think, and I don't want to put into the atmosphere or put any ill will or motivations on anybody, because I continue to believe that cooler heads will get for prevail, and the situation is such that enough people have recognized say we cannot continue as we done today, and so we not forget any issue of rancor or division or just rioting or malcontent or none of that. Yes, lawyer, say lawyer then able raise their voice and able Allah. So Allah not a problem. You wait for Allah, but if that's it happens in the culture, you will see we argue. You will feel to say that one day na the enemies of enemies where they done then sit down and then go na the something down the streets to the first something Creole when he's also then take them back then be together all man go okay, right? So that's no new for that. As I think DeLion asked if I go work for the poor people, or if we go work for the poor people. I think see my track record actually. I always.
That's a caller we vindicate you on Danny already.
Yeah,
we talk about we help.
But yes, but worked for 5.5 years at the Legal Aid Board as a defense counsel for championing the rights of indigent poor people. We're not able to afford the services of a lawyer. So rather than go off in maybe private practice where you get for earn more, I get that conviction that poor people in Sierra Leone deserve competent, legal representation. I've been a vice president of the lawyers, that's Legal Access for Women, Union for Equal Rights and Social Justice. And that's indeed female lawyers who provide pro bono service to women and girls in Sierra Leone. So I get a track record for, that's not part of me, internal, makeup and belief that, you provide help to those who are, the downtrodden of society. So I think, say, then they go, then I go with that kind of, makeup the inside me, right? Bakar talk about the, the bar being politicized and they don't know what's going to happen, and the whole point of why we talk about a united bar, and we talk about going back to the ethics and the principles of which we association be. Now, because we understand, say, that's supposed to be the bedrock. People like to belong any side where they for belong, but enough for take them above you the best interests of your profession, and that's what we believe, right? We'll get questions about the judiciary being, whether or not the judiciary is independent, and questions about the reform of the judiciary. Then ongoing, concerns perhaps in Sierra Leone about the state of whatever judiciary it is. Yeah. But I mean, obviously, legal professionals are not the judiciary. But the point of the Bar Association now for be a pressure group for wherever there are issues of concern for the public, you're able to bring them up. Bar associations always get a track record of being able to work in some sort of collaborative atmosphere with the bench and with the judiciary as a whole. And so we have to believe, so we have to continue with that sort of standpoint today, and recognize that, when we talk about reform in Sierra Leone, now across a wide spectrum of different associations, the legal profession needs reform. Yes, the judiciary, needs reform. Ongoing reforms are taking place, but yes, the Bar Association for being a place for be able to lend them voice to advocating for those as well. So we'll not really get disagreement about that. Question, I think this is Abu would ask about how we go collaborate with the aggrieved. I mean, that's a conversation we don't need to get to talk about right now, which is about that's supposed to be your stance point, that we're supposed to be able to collaborate, we're supposed to be able to get dialogue, we're supposed to be able to get mutual respect, and let people, let's figure out the way forward together. One of your callers, and you talk about let the people's voice be heard, and again, no disagreement from me. Yes, let the people's voice be heard. Of course, Cole of Moretown, thank you for reminding me about our case today. I want to go now close them and talk about the fact, say, or make a comment. I don't know if it was Ajibu about the fact that the AGM move out of the capital city. I want to let we callers and know, say this Kenema 2 years ago, not to the first time where Bar Association AGM move out of Freetown. Bar Association AGMs don't take place in other parts of the country before. It's not the first time. Okay. It's always a little bit more difficult for Duam, but the most. And in the past, I know when it's been done, because there's an understanding that most of the lawyers are in the capital city, but lawyers in all across the country. So you provide opportunities for people to forget.
And forget almost salon.
Well, yeah, absolutely. So the fact that the AGM moves out of Freetown, not to per se the problem, right? Now, what's associated around 99 perhaps will be the problem. Wait again.
Somebody asked it now. You will wait in the division or so. Waiting. You
say Usaya been there?
Yes, Usaya been there also. Yes, something like that.
I think in the build-up before so first of all, I want because I think I hear one of the calls to talk about that. I'm not just Cam. Not just Cam. First of all, I've been Dondi. I'm a Sierra Leonean. I've been Dondi. I say in 2024, I take up a national appointment for national service. So 2024 to when I returned back this year, 2 years appointment, when Sir Leon was on the Security Council for 2 years. When that appointment said done, I don't come back to me base, when I salon, and I'm back to me profession. So I not just come. I'm fully aware of all issues and problems. But as to whether or not I've been there, Kenema 2 years ago, no, I was not, because I've not been there in the country.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah.
I think that's all. So one message we every day I will listen to you for go with this morning, from which you don't discuss. So another one message things they for take with them at the moment.
The one message is that we determined for take we profession back. We are determined for ensure say we get a united bar. We understand that the bar is stronger when it's united.
Okay.
And we also understand that, at the end of the day, colleagues forget mutual respect. We nobody no day in a social club. We are all professionals. We get something. We profession inbuilt with this respect for the senior, respect for those we don't go before, we'd already date in practice, respect for precedent, respect for examples. And the other thing is nothing new under the sun. Nobody do anything right now. They not invent no new wheel, they not come with no revolutionary program. No, you get to respect the foundations in which we bring you to the point where you day, with the expectation that you take it forward, yes, to the future and for the betterment of all lawyers.
Madam Nikki Spencer-Coker, thank you for joining us this morning on the Epic Morning Show, and also for sharing with you a vision for the future of the Sierra Leone Bar Association. So we esteem listeners, the conversation not just about unity, professionalism, but about the future of the legal profession. When one concern we almost every Sierra Leonean get, because a strong legal system are the fundamental to a strong democracy. I don't be Reginald Brian Jukutu Soya. We present the midweek edition of the Epic Morning Show. Thank you so much for listening. Remember, so we get sport and entertainment next, and also we get the media review segment by Ivan Julius Lee. Continue for stay tuned for more engaging discussion on Epic Radio. Till we join you again some other time. Up next, sport and entertainment. Bye bye.
Sarah, this never bumble market. Man check ya, man check ya. La Putu boutique, Putu pick you on. Because Dog Plus, not the best. I can tell you. Give me money, what? Give me money, what? Give me money, I want for buy me. Give me money, what? Give me money, what? Give me money, I want for buy me. Jones Plus. Give me money, what? Give me money, I want for buy me. Jones Plus. Give me money, what? Give me money, I want for buy me. Jones Plus. Hey! Look me jacket, look me on the cross, look me boys out, look me off back, look me to the cross, look me face, look me sapo, look me set so. Now when I now I confess, I tell ya, I'm fed up, I mix up, I'm honest. Jones Close. Give me money, what? Give me money, what? Give me money, I want for buy me. Give me money, what? Give me money, what? Give me money, I want for buy me. Jones Close. Give me money, what? Give me money, I want for buy me. Jones Close. Good kilos, I say na junks for buy. Because it cheap, because it fine. Junks kilos, not to guinea. Nene minata, koto tupe. Pa Jones in a junks then the red. Nene minata, koto tupe. Pa Jones in a junks then the red. Tayabo, mami ada, pasori, na junks then the red. Tayabo, mami ada, pasori, na junks then the red. Give me money, what? Give me money, what? Give me money, I want for buy me. Give me money, what? Give me money, what? Give me money, I want for buy me. Jones Close. Give me money, what? Give me money, I want for buy me. Jones Close. Give me money, what? Give me money, I want for buy me. Jones Close. What? It's you that can sound another word Jones Close. Hey, America, London, Europe, una send from me, but you want by bay. Me, I can when you take go. For everything. Hey, as Ayuba, Judge Ostrom, CJ, ask come on fly, ask if I'm boy, ask the best, for the one, ask that boy, taxi driver, cookie seller, bundle seller, Libanese man, me not say, we all the wear the young clothes. We all the boat the young clothes. Hey, we all the bad the young. Give me money, walk, give me money, walk, give me money, I want for buy me. Give me money, walk, give me money, walk, give me money, I want for buy me. Jones clothes. Give me money, walk, give me money, I want for buy me. Jones clothes. Give me money, walk, give me money, I want for buy me. Jones clothes.
Good morning. Today night, your midweek edition of Sports Updates. We'll start off with Serena Williams and Venus Williams go play now the Wimbledon this year after we handed the wild card for the ladies double. So the two sisters will definitely have a chance to play as a duel inside the Wimbledon. And of course, Paris in September, I will do that. So Tom Aspinall don't say go ready for face Frenchman Cyril Gane inside September. What is now a fight for the heavyweight title in UFC. So it's all lost for Sierra Leone now as Trevor Chalobah will replace injured Tino Livramento in England squad due to the World Cup. So Timo Livramento don't be asked for left the England camp as the player don't face with another injury setback. So the Chelsea defender go play for the Three Lions for the first time inside the FIFA World Cup. And Tunisia do appoint Avi Reina for being the new coach after Sabri Bidon left the enroll as head coach just after one game as they get 1-5-1 defeat to Sweden. Avi Reina go be manager for 3 consecutive terms now the history of the World Cup. He don't do it Cote d'Ivoire, Saudi Arabia, now with Tunisia. And it's become official now, so Bernardo Silva, the former Manchester City captain, don't formally agree for joining Real Madrid, and of course he will sign a contract, will keep another club, so till June 2028. And the Orange FA Cup trophy don't land in Freetown as he will be travel all the way to Bow for the Orange FA Cup final between Mighty Blackpool and Eastern Lions on the 20th of June. For this morning, all this will get for you inside Sports Updates.
Hello, good morning and welcome to your midweek edition of your entertainment news here on the Epic Morning Show. Me, Nabi Daddy, will bring them to you. Starting here with dancehall heavyweights Vybz Kartel, of course, don't add another entry to the list of Billboard achievements. Well, quite recently, we know saying Dropping God End Time official album, of course, we sit at number 6 on the Billboard reggae album of all time. And of course, we know say back in 2016, a pick at number 2, and also get top way now number 7. So almost don't get something like 4 debut album. Them of course we don't top the Billboard chart. And away from Vybz Kartel, Papa Tanky, now the title of the song from CG Mayboy, one of the Rap Rampage rappers them of season 2. Of course we set for drop that one as a testimony for everything we done they happen in life. Crack Twist of the Republican of course gets a new song we entitled Break, and this one it go all the way Ghana, so it team up with Lyrical Joe. We all know Lyrical Joe of course will be get the beefing with Across. So finally now the bond has been great because money they go now for collaboration. So let's watch out as the snippet of that particular song don't drop, and Crack Twist post yesterday say this game will be one of the best ever. And away from that one, the Faceless EP finally don't drop yesterday from the Barista rapper, of course we're in a Pontifex, and a day on Audiomack now. Blackfire and G-Back, so Banner and Calm Down of course is coming. Blackfire featuring G-Back, we'll be expecting that song soon. And finally this morning, well, Love is the Answer, of course the young brother don't finally drop the EP, and it officially they out now on every platform, so go check out as Mr. Vibes don't drop the EP finally. For the sake of the entertainment news this morning, this now will get for you inside the basket.
For this life what we live, nobody no save you, nobody really cares. Cause someone look for your bad news about you, even pass you better one. And I saw them quick for George, and then I got Brad. All based on the city, they don't want to follow the truth, nah. All I care about spread lies about you, but me, I just wanna press code, yeah, and flex. Allow me to enjoy, I just wanna press code, yeah, and flex. This life no one stress, I just wanna press code, yeah, and flex. Please allow me to enjoy, I just wanna press code, yeah, and flex. Check, this life no one stress. Like who they post for picture. We don't bounce by the tweet force.
Sometimes then when things they go wrong in the community and people they keep quiet. But for keep quiet, not to fix the problem. Now that's make Epic Radio they bring to you blowing the whistle. Blowing the whistle like radio show. Who say ordinary people them go talk about what's in really they happen. Now the community them. When are from bad road, no water, poor service, unfair treatments, and corruption. So now this show, where they call out things them respectfully and honestly. And when something good they happen, where people they make progress and real change in their life, we also they talk button. This time you chance, follow you speak up, and follow the hear your voice, and follow you ask questions, where they go answer. Whether you live in a town, or in a village, whether you young, or you a woman, or whether you like community leader, or a concerned citizen, this show now for you. We not just they talk and forget, we they follow up with the issue, so something happen. Blowing the whistle, your voice, your community, your power, only on Epic Radio 99.3 FM.
I hope that our visitors would listen to the song carefully, because it's true. They're trying their best to stop our progress with bad propaganda. I mean the foreign press. Bad things are blown out of proportion and spread all around. But the good things of the island they will never mention. Like our scholars have sit and passed every test. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. You know our music is rated amongst the best. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. But if a man steal a mango or breeze blow up a woman dress, bet your life we making headline in the
Those who all man they say good night, they go sleep. I mean, good morning and welcome to another edition of the second segment of the Epic Morning Show. I mean, it's the midweek edition of the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, and it's the review segment. I'm waking kind every weekday from Monday to Friday. I mean, we're sitting at this morning, Milena evangelously, and we get some plenty thing for look at in with newspaper that has to do with the headlines of a newspaper. We're going to look at the front pages of our newspapers, and also inside the show today we can talk about the Ministry of Employment, Labour and Social Security don't instruct Malado traveling agency for repatriate 28 Salon people with the in Qatar as well, then gets difficulties when it comes to documentation. So on that note, I welcome Mohamed Toby. Toby, good morning and welcome to the second segment of the Epic Morning Show.
Good morning, Ivan. Good morning to wonderful listeners and viewers all over the world.
And of course, Toby will help me for review of the front pages of newspapers then, Toby.
All right, so we take on down now and bring to you some of the latest happening now the newspapers, the front of the newspaper. We'll start off with Concord Times newspaper. We say only 15% of rural households have basic hand washing facility. This now we think come out from UNICEF. Debunking the myth, Aminata and Sons expansion set to strengthen national fuel capacity. Mayor Akisoya advanced global South climate priorities at Singapore summit. And away from that, we take the Premier News newspaper. UNICEF warns rural kids lack hand washing facility. Aminata and Sons concessions, tax deferment, no waiver. So these are all issues surrounding the Aminata and Sons agency. We'll try to look at that key issue there. And Miltimagai Technical University Chancellor faces HRCSL tribunal over dismissal claim. These are all interesting stories you can get now the Premier News newspaper. And my final take this morning, now the Independent Observer. The case for ratifying Aminata's and Sons concession. Sierra Leone needs test of presidential aspirant in civics. I think these are all stories. And finally, why Sierra Leone must invest strategically in its voluntary sector. These are all the stories you can get now the Independent Observer, Ivan.
Thank you so very much, Toby. I mean, the Independent Observer, this is very important that Sierra Leone need to invest in the volunteering sector. I mean, what do you make up of this? Like, people get for going to volunteerism. I mean, volunteer, go work now. So, I mean, it's Europe and America. They do have people they work, they need to pay them, but it's a passion that some people have.
You like the honest too, Ivan. Majority of the youth, Salon population is centered around the youth. Yeah. Majority of the youths, them, when they want to get work, they will also use this word. I don't even mind for come volunteer. Yeah. They will say this at some starting point. Even so, this professional, so their colleague journalists, we started in that direction, say, I would love to volunteer. But at certain parts of the job, if they forget to say, you don't already make an initial promise, initially, that you prefer for come volunteer. So for me, it's all about for it become strengthening. There are UNICEF, the UN, there are certain staffs them wouldn't get, that voluntary staff. The mastership we just left for shores. These are all entities them where people come and volunteer, then come and save life. And I think we need to get people who for invest in that sector.
Those are the mindsets of probably somebody will come out from America, somebody come out from Europe, or you name it. I mean, they can come volunteer, I mean, render service. But in Africa, you want to look at Sierra Leone to be specific, the economical
wahala in this country, and somebody go and say, would I go volunteer at this particular one? At the end of the day, I mean, they don't therefore pay me that much, or they don't even pay me. I therefore pay rent, I therefore go market, I therefore pay, I therefore get chop money. The economical while like this country is kind of like people, they find it difficult for going to volunteerism. Some people probably might be by choice. Let me do this because of we not for them.
Well, I don't just want for 100% agree with. I know the Western world being get more volunteerism. There are people that volunteer, but even in Africa, places like Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, even to Ghana, even to Sierra Leone. When we come into the Ebola crisis, there are people who voluntarily come and work. They are Sierra Leoneans. Some don't live in the diaspora.
How much percent you will
well, I can't get specific number or calculation for due to that. I'm not saying the one with the volunteer, but the one with the demand for salary or payday at the end of working day or end of working month. But again, there are Sierra Leoneans who come and volunteer. I will name one, the current chief minister. He come and volunteer during the Ebola crisis. The mattress, the way it's shaped, the tents, the way it's shaped, it's all about voluntarism. So Africa just need to open up the scope, especially to Sierra Leone. We need, I think, this should also be, I think the Ministry of Education need for adopt to and need for get, what can I say, curricular activities for teach Pekin them that it's not all about work for money. Yeah, at the camp, Ivan, I want to make a sense in this. What people if for realize, voluntarism can give you connection more than which you earn at the end of the month. When you do volunteer diligently, then the career can pull parable say, when you do sweep, and sure say you sweep fine, because you don't know who they watch you. Yeah. Where you the sweep. So it's all about volunteerism. When you volunteer with your heart, volunteerism comes from the heart. Not to the mindset, in fact. Now the heart force they come out, then it's. If I be willing, say I'd go volunteer for nothing. There was a boy who died during one flooding. He's called American Stress. I don't even remember in real name. It died for safe people. That is 100% voluntarism. If I don't sit on us, they know the kind of us, you know the soku side they say, I listen to where they get caught, I go watch the beginning we don't drown or the one that we don't die. But he choose for going to volunteer for save life. He saved the life, then he end up for die. But I think this is a very good topic, Ivan, and I'm pretty sure that the governments need for put these parts of with school activities and let people know. The Red Cross, a voluntary organization, the UN gets some part of that. Look how our people, they volunteer in Iran, in Israel, in Palestine. Majority of these nurses and doctors, they are not being paid. They are doing a voluntary job. I think it is really important for Africa to embrace that, and particularly to this part of the world we're not alone.
We'll continue the conversation on that some other time. I think it's something we really get to look into. I mean, you've been willing, and that I want to do something, and patriotic as well, because if you're so in love with your country, I feel like you go on for render help, especially we don't get some international exposure and coming back. It's really important for me you can give back to society. And let's turn our attention to the Malado incident, Malado traveling agency. I mean, this is a story that has to do with the Ministry of Labor pulled a public notice yesterday, and this don't happen for quite a long time, that 28 Sierra Leoneans them Malado be taken into Qatar, and they may get issue about documentation. I mean, some, according to the findings, then be promised a job and they don't even get a job at Spanau, and even proper documentation for making them work, it has been challenging. So the ministry be invite the agency on the 3rd of June this year, and when they see all that on the happen, they invite the agency on the 3rd of June and give them 5 days. Say them for don't solve this problem. 5 days. I mean, well, the thing we hide in that we only the 5 days be starts from the 3rd of June or probably some other date, but as per yesterday, what I saw on the ministry page, that they ask that Malado for go take them 28 people in the back and bring them come back na Salona. I mean, what do you make up of this?
It is a good part. I want to commend the Ministry of Labor for its proactiveness in this matter. But I want to address the ministry. This is a ministry where working Sierra Leonean highly depend on. Over the years, this nine ministry, we Sierra Leoneans not even trust. Over the years, this nine ministry we had so much cases of Sierra Leoneans being treated badly from foreigners who get companies. Sierra Leoneans get cases against Sierra Leonean, we don't treat them bad when they work for. Every single case in the Ministry of Labor, it is highly significant, just like how they don't put a lot of emphasis on this Malado saga. The need for clean the cupboard in the ministry of so many cases. If I will mention one, the Siratel. How much the ministry don't do it and shall say Siratel staffs them benefit from what they don't work for. It is good that Malado, a company, it gets a Malado traveling agency. So many people can mix the two people. There's a difference between the Malado way they in petroleum and the Malado way they in the travel agency. These are two separate people. They're not FIBA safe. They're not FIBA safe. Over the years, we don't see issue. This is not the first time. Now it's a huge number relating to Malado. We don't on TikTok, we don't on Facebook, we don't see people or individuals, if not one, not two. They talk about experience we don't face with the travel agency company.
Yeah.
Now, the government forced the AXE, let me see proper documentation of these 28 people we take to Qatar or Kuwait. I think Qatar.
Qatar, yes. Qatar is
for work. For work. We want to know the company where they go work. We want to know about their safety. But there are so many things we already don't come out. I listened to a man earlier before we come into the show. I think the man this say he gets a position as a chairman. I think in Qatar. If I look at Sierra Leoneans, he even mentioned the name of the president that at one time the president will visit Qatar, then get to talk. He will not keep quiet when Sierra Leoneans then they suffer. So I just ask myself the question: why now on Malado? When one person may not be a whistleblower.
You want to see this as witch hunt or what?
I don't want to see it as witch hunt because there are cases who don't come against Malado. This is not
the first one.
This is not the first one. But this gets a huge people involved. That is the case. Not the first one, but it's about 28 people.
My concern here so far is about the date. I mean, then we be someone on the 3rd of June. And today, as we speak, yesterday, as per their public notice, was on the 16th of June. And you want to ask, what happened between the 3rd, we are like 13 days between, I mean, the 3rd and the 16th, and 13 days. And you want for either 5 days within, whether it's from the 3rd to the 8th of June, and why you want for see this public notice here from the ministry, say, well, this is not now ready for pull the public notice, and for me, we are say, this is going to be our decision. Either we suspend Malado travel agency, or we revoke a license.
Suspend. So it is authentic that Malado gets a licensed functionable traveling agency. Is that what the government the government is trying to tell with the Ministry of Labor that then get a license? So that is 100% say he's not doing. It might be owning a license. I'm not saying it don't involve in dubious games, or perhaps not treating clients them as how they should be treated. But again, you also need to get something into consideration. Say, when things start for come up against traveling agency, it will be of significant concern. But because of common events, they cast in shadow, and time wasted can never be regained. They don't waste a couple of time now for ensure say they don't do proper scrutiny before handing over license. Maradona travel agency, it gets an agency also with a sick job for people.
Should we be looking at in a situation where by now they don't have access and say go count 28 people in there? It should have been either suspension or a revoke.
Count the 28 people as waiting. They do 2 jobs in 1 license.
No, what I'm waiting the list say. I mean, they are directing him that well, the 5 days you not comply, so go repatriate them people and they count them back in a salon. If you're not able to present, I mean, authentic contract agreement or
you know why?
So the point here is, what they say, the 5 days, no matter what, the 5 days go done within the 3rd to that of the 16th. I mean, whether it's the 8th, the 5 days done, or the 11th, or the 12th, or the 13th. But should we be looking at in a situation where you go say, I will ask you for make you come with the people in back, or act straightly say, I'll give you 5 days, and you know what, quit let us suspend you or revoke your license. Should we be looking at that situation?
I want to agree with you at some point, but when you talk, there is a small guy in me where they ask me a question, say, should we be asking all travel agency for carry Sierra Leone and backward and pass through the agency for travel? So this brings me to the question, say, if Malado gets a travel agency, then they do another job in this travel agency. That is the question where they ask. Because you cannot say, I don't want to mention no travel agency because we talk about Malado. You never say you go meet a travel agency where you Sierra Leone and pass through for travel go na any country.
So this is different. Unauthorized contract.
Fine.
Contract.
Fine.
That is the situation.
That means say
that is a problem.
That means say Malado don't violate the policy way for obtain. Now a travel company get, he should not involve in say they go seek job for Sierra Leoneans them. That is not within the agency they're about. Now for just pass through the agency, they help you forget whether it's visa or ticket for travel. That should be its limitation. But going for do another thing again, and it become a problem. I'm supporting the Ministry of Labor for definitely, if not even suspension. Let the parts get back the 20 Sierra Leoneans, or the release also say for provide tangible documents. The companies then within the work, the job they wouldn't go give them, then safety. But videos don't they go all over social media circulating say they are not doing well.
So it's not to Qatar no more. I mean those countries. I mean
like, forget about Kuwait.
Yes, people in the way. I mean travel agent they take them. They say well we go gonna work. For go work and at the end of the day, there was this issue up on I think in Gambia. I was watching it in Gambia that this lady they call certain set of people let's now come to Gambia with the airport now for travel go outside of Gambia to another country. Then when they go Gambia, then they get some other job where they go present them for do. So I mean there are so much concerns within that particular day. It's not. Qatar only,
I think yes.
I mean Gambia. There is situation on that.
We don't see our sisters them when they go Kuwait. We've seen videos when they might get them. They do nanny job. Then they go Oman. Then they go Qatar. These Middle East countries. Now they more than they go. Of recent, I watched a video on CNN. A Sierra Leonean, where they put on the war front of Russia, he's been captured by Ukrainian soldiers. He boldly talked to the CNN reporter, say, he prefer for going to the front line back now Russia before he can Salon. I think the government not treat this issue with all seriousness. I want to say, very thumbs up to the people of Ghana and the president of Ghana and the foreign minister of Ghana. When you touch one Ghanaian with any country, the Ghanaian government will not keep quiet. Why we strong youths, they left for seek greener pasture. They're all on a war front between Russia and Ukraine. He talked to the BBC reporter, say he prefer for continue the war front in Russia than for come back alone. Do you think these are just mere words? It is an international state. It clearly shows say the life of youths is not better in this country.
You get plenty Salon people who believe, young people, as you put them, believe say that there is no future in Sierra Leone, and they believe that going to those countries, it's a way of them for make quick money. It has to do with the mindset. Should young people feel like you want to believe that there is future in Sierra Leone?
There is future in Sierra Leone, but it's also have to be by the grace of God. Why they put God, there are certain parts of the world, they just believe, see, if you get a future, you walk through that path, you become a successful person in life. But in Sierra Leone now, if I want to become a professional medical doctor, I would just have, at certain point of that course day, I just need for left salon. If I want to be a professional banker, at some certain point of my career, I just get for left salon. Sierra Leone, you will wake up one morning and say, I want to be, Ivan, when some of we small, we say one for be doctor, one for be lawyer, one for be pilot. You cannot focus on one. Salon, not focus on one thing. If you focus on one thing, a problem na salon. Even you see people that they own TV, radio station, get another company's back for backup.
Do you think they'll feel satisfied with just a radio or a TV company? But they open up the space because they want to get more revenue. This is Sierra Leone. It's a virgin land. We still get a lot of enrichment. Don't get me wrong. Sierra Leone, they are among countries we get a lot of good enrichment. I watch Cape Verde, a country with like 10 islands or so. We even Freetown population is bigger than Cape Verde. One of the best countries you want for visiting at the world. People pay millions for go Zanzibar and Tanzania. Just Zanzibar. Not even to the entire Tanzania, but a city called Zanzibar. People pay for go there. But one thing I don't see in this part of the world, Ivan, even to a top politician, name me one where them Peking passed through, not before. When I mean politician, I talk about from 2018. From 2018, I'll go back, in fact, from 2012. I'll go back from 2012 from 2012 to date. Name me a politician where entire Peking them school from government school. So you go to government universities without they not travel out of the country or continue then career. You will not find like 2 if you get 1. You will not find 2. Do you know why? They themselves not believe in the structure of educational system. They never believe.
Is it they not believe?
They not believe.
Or probably you want to put some say they have the
they're not the word is
they're getting money for them.
The word is they not they not believe. The word is they not believe.
So is it
they don't trust the teachers in the classrooms. They don't trust the lecturers in the classrooms, and don't even trust the tertiary teachers who they teach picking and domestic
Is
system.
it the same?
That is why then they fly them picking them for a better environment, for getting better education.
Is it the same situation you want for put them towards young people? You know, I get friends them. Yeah. It's a conversation.
Yeah,
I get friends them. They will tell you that me aim now for travel to America. I mean Cyprus and you name it. I mean I get a couple of them. I can wonder like waiting. Is it young people who lost faith in Sierra Leone that do not believe in the country that say are we able to make come in this country? And there are so plenty of them where they out there. We just get our mindsets they say until I reach or I left this country before I be successful. And they are starving themselves in this country. They never make any good use at the end of the day for themselves because they just believe say the only way we are able to make it in life now me for travel out of this country.
Well, that have been the mindset. We grandpa them or mama them or papa them go tell we say Trade, they don't even want for left salon. For even go to a place like England. Just imagine, but now Ivan, I tell you, say man, the fetch war. Not a safe place he do, now war the fetch na Russia. He the fetch war na Russia. He say he prefer for day na the war than for come back na salon. Just imagine, him prefer for the back. You see these people government want for repatriate, I will tell you, not all of them want as 21 for return back na salon. Look get this clear first. Not all of them want for return back na salon. Ivan, if you see we young sisters where they go to China, they get paid with the telling say just spend $2,000. They can't get markets. Some of them from where they go, they never can salon back. From where they go, they never can salon. Not to everybody live in na UK OQ Ivan. Not to everybody. Now, let we go back. That is why me, like why I don't begin born me picking and so on. The school I prefer them for attend the government secondary technical school. It is one of the most structured vocational schools in Salon. When we the seats Becker, by then I attended the West African Methodist Collegiate School. We get tech voc, we provoke them. Then send we in a tech voc class, we provoke you. Say you not get sense. But now watch the space. People will get crafty job. We not so the white man job. Now they will lend money to at the end of the day. I have friends who they do interior decor. It gets from married whatever occasion we get. You know the work. He's not a journalist. He earns more than I do. Because he learned from the government secondary technical school. Garata dying, seamstress, tailor. These are all things what I feel say it should be in part of every government school. Every government exists in schools. Forget this department. But not so everybody go become Ivan, go become Usman, go become Reginald, go become Levy, Teresa. Nobody. Not so everybody go become DJ Wonder for be DJ. I want to see person say, me the design codes for the president. I want to see Saloon president for begin dress as a Sierra Leonean. With in a way the beat for be customized by Sierra Leonean. I want to see with parliament at every occasion and for use a costume that is made by Sierra Leonean. It started in Burkina Faso. They don't go back to the traditional attire, the judges. It's Nigeria at some point. Ghana get Fuju. Waiting is the identity with Sierra Leonean politicians get, particularly in parliament. Waiting at the brand identity with politicians then get, that we easily know that this is Sierra Leonean. How we go for dress out of Sierra Leone for letting identify, we say, without saying that you're Sierra Leonean, they know you're a Sierra Leonean. How much? When I see a Ghanaian dressed up, I don't need to ask. I know that he's a Ghanaian. When I see a Guinean dress, I don't need to ask. I know he's a Guinean. When I see a Senegalese dress, I don't need for I would not say he's a Senegalese. But how can I identify? We don't get identity in and out of the country, and it's a major problem that affects our identity.
If you were to advise the ministry on this situation, because they already get a stance that Malado Travel Agency, for repatriate then 28 Sierra Leoneans and stay back home. If you are in that situation, why you want to advise the ministry? Waiting at some point you don't tell them.
It's not only for points out on Malado. Again, we should not be witch hunting. We should be.
So is it asking for those 28? It's the right call so far.
Asking for the 28 from a travel agency, I would say it is not the right call. I want to make this point clear, people understand. Asking for repatriate Sierra Leoneans from a travel agency, it is not the right thing, because you will not ask another travel agency for bringing Sierra Leoneans. But because this gets a catch, we get for deal with problem, we don't start for core. You will have to ask the travel agency how they travel 28 Sierra Leoneans, they go get and work waiting at the job, the documents. You ask the travel agency, and that exactly the ministry don't do. If not the only agency company Malado get without saying the firm work for people them, who said they go. They defend for them shelter and they go. There is no right to the ministry for ask Malado Travel Agency.
So is it that what the government, the ministry can likely get them more time, because according to what you say, it's of reality that then 28 people and they probably not to all, the Salon embassies with Qatar will get hold of at some point. Yeah. And is it that someone willing then 28 and is willing to come back home, because in the first place they're really waiting from go outside at some point.
Mind you, not government pay for them. These people paid individually.
For them, exactly, yeah.
Individually. Would they love to return? I want to look at the twist. Don't witch hunt. The travel sector is as big, competitive for every year. I see new travel agency company where they can salon. How do they get licensed?
People prefer to work outside.
We don't know. Yes. So, no witch hunt. Do them with due diligence. Do them for the interest of the 28 people. If the government is able enough, who will pay for those people back for Kamna Malado? What is the government really asking? If they may get to press conference, I will ask this question: what is the government really fighting in this case? Is it now, if they bring the 28 people, will Malado continue his travel agency? Will his license be revoked? These are all important questions. If the 28 people can come, so now to say Malado they do yuki, then go ban, then go lock the company, or then go tell and say they don't operate again in a salon. These are all important questions we should be asking. The hottest place in hell is kept or reserved for those who keep quiet when there is a moral crisis.
You're listening to the second segment of the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM, and of course Radio Garden Choice FM, not the eastern part of Freetown. Also you can listen to it through Zimi Radio, and of course I don't in that Pujong District, listen to it through Zimi Radio and also YouTube and on Facebook. This is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show. We can take a first story in the program we get for the day of the African Challenge. It was well, I don't want to use the word how people celebrate that day yesterday. You know, the issue that has to do with South Africa and out of the rest of Africa. We will see, well, the World Cup self don't be a real testimony how Africa, they against South Africa. So as Africa commemorates the Day of the African Child, the stakeholder in Salone don't give you commitments for ensure say all Pekin get access to clean water, sanitation, and healthy environment. The event will happen at Family Kingdom in Freetown yesterday. We bring together government officials, development partners, and Pekin them for reflect on the progress inside advancing on the progress made in advancing children's rights and well-being across the country. We own Theresa Thomas was there and filed in this report.
Every year, June 16, Africa they commemorate the Day of the African Child, when a day we set aside for reflect on the right, welfare, and future of Pikindem across the continent. This observance been traced in roots to the 1976 Soweto uprising we been happening inside South Africa. Outside school Pikindem began for protests against poor education and apartheid policies. Them outside them began for meet with brutal force. This year, Salone don't join the rest of Africa for mark the day under the national theme Clean Water, Clean Place, and Well Body for All Pekin. Delivering the keynote address, the permanent secretary na the Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs, Aminata Y. Sano, emphasized the importance of this year's theme when I for renew the commitment for protect Pikindem rights and well-being across Africa.
The theme selected for this year is both timely and critical. Access to safe water, sanitation, and hygiene is not simply a development concern. It is a fundamental right, child rights issue. It is essential for children's health, education, dignity, protection, and overall development. Water is life. Sanitation is dignity. Hygiene is protection. Without access to these basic services, children face heightened risk of disease, malnutrition, school absenteeism, and even death from preventable illnesses. These are important to us that we take.
Madam Sano further note say the theme aligned with the Africa Union's 2026 theme, where it talks say we focus for ensure sustainable water availability and safe sanitation system for achieve the goals of Agenda 2063.
This alignment demonstrates Africa's collective recognition that sustainable access to water sanitation is indispensable for achieving inclusive development, public health, environmental sustainability, social justice, and economic transformation. As a government, Sierra Leone remains committed to promoting child-responsive water, sanitation, and hygiene services through investments in water infrastructure, school wash programs, health system strengthening, and community-led initiatives in Sierra Leone. The objectives of this year's commemoration are clear: to mobilize stronger political commitments and greater investments in child-responsive wash projects, to strengthen the integration of wash into health, education, nutrition, social protection, and climate adaptation policies, to promote inclusion by ensuring that girls, children with disabilities, and children living in vulnerable communities have equitable access to services, to strengthen accountability and encourage measurable commitments from all stakeholders, and to raise awareness that access to water, sanitation, and hygiene is a fundamental right of every child.
The representative on behalf of the Ministry of Water Resources and Sanitation, when at the professional head, Augustine Tucker, reaffirmed government's commitment for ensure say every Pikina Salone get access to safe water, sanitation, and hygiene services.
Water, sanitation, and hygiene are essential for child survival, health, education, dignity, and overall development. The Ministry of Water Resources and Sanitation, through the WASH National Outcome Routine Monitoring, WASH Framework, and the WASH Information Management System, WASHIS, continues to strengthen self-planning, monitoring, and accountability. Recent data indicates steady improvements in access to to basic water supply services and improve sanitation facilities. However, there are still challenges, particularly in some rural and hard-to-reach communities, where many children still lack access to safe managed water supply, improved sanitation, and appropriate hygiene facilities.
UNICEF Deputy Representative Officer in Charge, Mona Kosgard, say the theme they reflect the commitment under the Convention of the Rights of the Child and the African Charter.
It also aligns with Agenda 2040's vision of an Africa fit for children. But beyond these commitments, this theme speaks to a simple truth. Without safe water, without adequate sanitation and proper hygiene, children cannot survive, children cannot thrive, and they cannot learn in school. But progress has been made, important gaps remain. In rural areas, access to basic drinking water has improved. It's gone from 34% in 2010 to more than 50% in 2022. But in urban areas, access is now close to 80%. Yet, too many children are still left behind. In rural areas, only 15% of households have basic hand washing facilities.
The ceremony will also feature the presentation of the children's position paper on WASH by 9-year-old Nancy McCarthy. For the Epic Morning Show, Teresa Thomas, the report.
Plenty thank you to Teresa Thomas for that report today. We get for the return the day of the African Child's Day, which was yesterday. I mean, and a lot of controversy. I mean, I saw on Facebook, Toby, let's talk about this for a while. I saw on Facebook yesterday, I mean, people were asking and whether if we for celebrate this day or for commemorate the day, to put it that way. And a lot of people, because of the incident that happened in South Africa, we don't give a negative feedback at the World Cup. And I want to ask is it a situation where slowly we see that this day people no use for enjoy, celebrate, is it fading out slowly because of what is happening in South Africa?
Ivan, I want to establish something before I come and talk about the June 16. You see, hypocrisy, it is at the highest level, particularly to Africa. The atrocities where the white people don't cause to Africa, it is 0.1% of the xenophobia attacks within South Africa. I'm not saying I'm supporting the xenophobia happenings in South Africa, but now the hypocrisy where we don't highly show now to South Africans. I want to make a point.
Is it because they get for with blacks? I mean, involving with other countries like Nigeria and Ghana, you name it. If it was other countries, you feel like it should have been a different situation. That's what you say.
No. What you know the try for says about things the more don't face. Earlier this year, the Ghana president and the foreign minister, when they had against the UN, now that therefore acknowledge the slave trade as the greatest crime against humanity, and they should be compensated. Would I commit that? Does Africans? No. It might not be the same, but the Western world don't cause more harm than good to Africans. The Western world, they don't cause more harm than good to Africa. Now, let's come to June 16.
Well, wait, I just want to clear this point, because this is Africa versus Africa, South Africa versus rest of Africa, and you, from which they say, is it that the rest of Africa now seems to treat South Africans them the right way? That's what you're saying. I just want to make you get that clear.
South Africans not treat fellow Africans the right way.
Okay.
I'm not supporting xenophobia. I don't already establish that. I'm not in support of xenophobia. Nor am I in support of Western attacks previously, before even we are born, during the time of our forefathers. And like I rightly say, Western world don't do more bad. They don't do boku bad than the good they don't do to Africans. As of recent, now the Kenyan government is compensating over 2,000 protesters. Will not be once for letting go open a laboratory center from the United States for Ebola. Now, the Kenyan government, they compensate them protesters, they know them all, over 2,500 or more. Now, Western world, why, look at America big than Kenya. Why America not set up this laboratory center in America? Look at America big than past Kenya. But Africa is receiving that. Ghana just rejects something from the US for letting get total control of health data. Do Africans rally behind Ghana for that? You see, Africans, we sometimes quick for be carried away. I'm not in support of the xenophobia. No, Africans not for treat in fellow Africans the wrong way. We've seen blacks people being killed in the United States. What in Africa do? We repatriate to people from America and bring them back? They will not do that. We've seen black people being usually abused in the United States. We still will pull all African people in America because there is a better standard in the United States than Africa. Africa, they see all as Africans in the respect of the status of South Africa. But because they don't say that's just in Africa, Ivan, if this xenophobia attack, now be like country like the United States or England, no of Africa can say we pull for calling back in Africa. The citizens will not even come. They will not even come, but because it is South Africa, now we all go now IMF for go loan the same money. Now we all able for international donor. Now we all able for say we able for make a country strong past the Western world intervene. We repatriate our people because of xenophobia.
Is the African Child's Day feeling away?
The African Child's Day again is about hypocrisy. Any Komba would say, any Saloma would say, we're not for the part of the June 16 celebration. Of course, we know honest in conscience and God. We all pass through the stage and they would gladly say, for so far we close for June 16. Why asking the question now? Because of xenophobia? No way. I don't think that's even been a conversation. Schools tend the way honor as of yesterday. Schools tend the way give Mr. and Mrs. African Child. The schools are turning the team for even be a beauty pageant show. Schools that even make it be more competitive, make Komgari and go spend boku money for them picking be the best standout June 16 in school. These are not the preachers we should be expecting. It's will go school June 16. Now for say wear your uniform back, even if you fall in a weekend day, we go to school and play for we Sarafina movie. That's the end of June 16. But now the trajectory don't change. Komgari and go take Michael credit for so for them picking them for go June 16. The message about June 16 don't start for fade out. During we own same day, it was clear. Now for watch we colleague picking them, we stood for South Africa, we want to fight for freedom from the white folks. We're not able to forget, they won't forget the sovereignty that South Africans is owned by Africans, and then the black people get time, they're not able to fight. Don't get me wrong, even South Africa as of now, there is only one black man who don't visit a place in South Africa who's called Wondemaya. I think he's a tourist or something from Ghana. Then I don't visit that place there. There is no black people. Now South Africa, the place though, there is no black people. When I mean no single black people. The first black man to go to that land in modern age was Wondemaya. So it's all bringing back to the question, say how much South Africans don't fight. For the South Africans, I have a lot to say about them. One, they are lazy, they are not ready to work, they just believe say they should live by waiting the government to provide. Now the job, the unemployment rate before the xenophobia attack have been 30% in South Africa. Now it's about 56% of the unemployment rate in South Africa. It's not a progress for the country, but June 16, it should be celebrated in this country because me and you, before we become Papa and Mama, we will go June 16. Let the kids enjoy June 16.
Thank you so very much. We will go for a short break, and when we come back, we're going to introduce our calls them on 079-994-993, 079-994-993. We'll introduce our calls them shortly, but stay tuned after the break.
1xBet, your game has no limits. In 1x game section, you'll find hits, Crash, Burning Heart, Crystal, Western Slot. Each game is a separate world with real winnings. Play on website or in the app. Visit the 1xbet.sl and use a SL126 promo code to get a 200% bonus up to 2,800 Sierra Leonean Leones. 1X Games, a world of games, wherever you are.
Epic Radio 99.
All right, welcome back to the second segment of the Epic Morning Show. And of course, we're introducing our calls now on 079-994-993. The number for be part of the second segment of the Epic Morning Show. Logo online and pick for scholar. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. I the call from Pepel.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, my name is Tamba. The call from Pepel, Footloco.
Tamba, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, thank you. Lago directly to this South African xenophobia issue. All over the world, I believe all over the world, we get illegal migrants. When I mean illegal migrants will not get proper documentation for being in a particular country. But if you look at the statistics, the maltreatment of South Africans towards fellow Africans, then you look at the maltreatment of the treatment of other foreign nationals in other countries, say for instance America. Like the killings, the brutality with South Africans they show towards fellow Africans. Because not all the fellow Africans in South Africa are illegal migrants. Let's take note of that. Okay, but South Africa is being extreme. And if therefore things that Africa had always been with them, even if Africa had not been done there with them, even Sierra Leone we get illegal migrants, but we'll not malhandle them. So because of that one reason, and the day of June 16 became as a result of South African past history. So if Africa had been done there with them in that direction, and then they maltreat in turn, they maltreat them fellow Africans. Now, believe me, even if we therefore celebrate African Child's Day, it shouldn't be June 16. It shouldn't no longer be in memory of South Africa. It should be in memory of entire Africa, and the date should be changed.
Thank you.
That's the
Malado Travel Agency, for repatriate 28 Sierra Leoneans back home because of unauthorized employment contracts. Logo online again. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother.
Good morning, Amsa.
Thank you very much. First and foremost, I will ask Toby if nothing no do good but saloon in this government. Because most of they follow Toby now this forum, this podium. Hardly. And I want to tell you one thing about where you let your country in a part of it. But some country and they are let the team bad. You know we don't go to some country, you know the government goes, you don't have media. But all the bad part of the country, you know they do. It is strictly prohibited. I always appreciate this country. I don't get no time for going to salon again. You go tell the kaya. Now when you go to travel, I go to say salon, a better person, so then country here. Because the kind of freedom we get peace. Even Guinea, you know what I next money. You know, they know who the money back. But yeah, you work at 10 money next. They not cheap yourself because you're watching about posting. So that freedom and peace, I don't go accolade, say salon, go to find for day. Because I would paint the picture for them eventually come. Then piece of honest dog. If you not paint a correct, then this issue of Malado. Why always this Malado guy in the inside dubious games, problem? Always Malado in the side of the government. What you do? Because the blame now. If we don't set people in the way they dupe Salonians, where they make Salon and they suffer, they come on here forget you. Then they protect actions against the people in the always do the first thing this Malado.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much. 079-994-993, the number for being part of the Epic Morning Show. The Ministry of Employment, Labour and Social Security don't ask Malado Travel Agency for repatriate 28 Sierra Leoneans back home after unauthorized employment contracts. Logo online again. Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Noah,
go ahead, boss.
Thank you. Why young man in the run away from this country? The mindset.
Okay.
It's really not to hell. It can be hell for you, but it's not going to be hell for somebody else. That man when they in Russia, we go see the one in our front. It's unfortunate. Maybe him personally one in our front. You know me say everybody in Australia one in our front. This generation is a desperate generation. We waited to you don't pay money for over 25 years and not still better, but are comfortable. But now, people then just want, after 5 years, they get Jeep, they get mansion, they get factory, they go Dubai. So where are we coming from? The generation not ready for patience anymore. They're just too desperate. Nigerians. So this team for handle are very tactical. They don't know, brainwash other people. They like say this country hopeless. They'll be very careful when we present them topical in the media. They'll be very sensitive about it. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you so very much. 079-994-993, the number for being part of the Epic Morning Show. I mean, well, it's a desperate generation. I think I will take that from the particular caller. We'll go ahead and pick another call. Calls are coming in thick and fast. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Father. It's not the Lion.
The Lion. Go ahead, boss.
You know, Father, alive in this country.
Amen.
I very important for voluntary. That alone, you see, you know how somebody, remember, we went together. Remember, I suffer from nothing. You suffer till you go school, you suffer till you go college. Remember, other countries will go in the household. Anybody within at the college. But how you will result the promotes, how you form good results, now so every month they use a small thing. This college where they carry no weight, where the Guineans they carry no weight. Now the college for them, where they did that they carry no weight side. You know, yeah, everything that you know really in nothing, you go compare it. So how you go say me? Like and give back to my country. It's not easy, sound for you come back and say me, like and give back to my country. It's not possible. If you're a doctor, if you want to be lawyer, you want to be this, any side, like you suffer, then the people that come out the way kind of like, you don't get sorry for nobody. Because remember, I suffer. Your country, the way they go land, they make sure the government they give something. You say when you go, you say they can't give back. They can give back, but you know, possibly that's alone. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. We'll probably take two more calls and try for wrap up the second segment of the Epic Morning Show. 079-994-993. A little bit after about 4 minutes after 10. So we'll try and see how we'll wrap up. Probably take one more call and wrap up the second segment of the show. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is Abakar from Fomex.
Bakar for Fomex. Good morning, brother.
I'm really happy for the Arabic committee. I only want to talk about this travel business.
Yeah.
And the brother, me, we talk to issue. I don't involved, and I get young people instead of involved. With the money involved to this, that's something like $3,000, $4,000. And how this thing happen? Government, now they don't write this for they create employment for people. If you find out, hello?
Go ahead, boss, I'll get you.
If you find out, the students can graduate, they need to work. And then place them there a waiting place them. If somebody do engineer, do any other course, then they will send young people in the end to look the land. Look one time way, country they call people and all the pick pineapple. That was a pineapple.
Yeah.
We said Salonia will go land off for plant and Salonia they will get a set of people and they will go to the work. Or the next day, the engineers there. The minerals they really get there. Governments they do and then they send people in the end. Governments they get revenue to that. The one the way they do this thing against them. Not a small money, the people here are a cartel. Now you need the people here in the lake, big time. They say that money they don't even go to the government. And even if it reflects to the government, now one man show. So how this thing will benefit for them to reach to government? No government don't understand. So let them send the kind sign. Now then here, students say they graduate, work all day. People they will be saying they go study something, they say na the God.
Okay.
So then people they send them at them country, they for be awaiting. Then they at them place they need to work. That is here then they can improve their country. Look to the Nigeria, what they tell about Canada. United Canada do for them. United other country do for Nigeria, where they get money they make it.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. And I think we'll not take any more calls again. We don't actually stretch with time after 10. Toby, I mean, let's squeeze in this last call and then the last one, and then I'll turn the mic to Toby. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, sir, I'm Mr. Toby.
Ivan, go ahead.
Okay, Mr. Ivan. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the program. But me,
Who are they talk to, sorry?
sir?
Who are they talk to?
I'm Ahmed from Bafos.
All right, Mohammed, go ahead, boss.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay, first of all, sir, I want to talk about this issue, South Africa business. Me, Mr. Adam, wallahi, billahi, 25-year prayer. If you mean that being president, any Africa country, number first, you sitting at the banner forever. Because of the sake of South Africa, make landing. And two, if I didn't get any embassy in my country when I'm from South Africa, the driver, Africa, I'll go be united in Africa. Now, second for that is there. Why make South Africa for take black, let's say, look like now that Tanzania boy, then the beaten and soap, let's say, the money, I don't understand. If anybody watch the video, they what South Africa do, they feel sorry in their body self. I got a lot of tips, man, not a rebel. So just be no more person. Anyway, he had for talk. But the only thing, Africa, before we unite, the leader they force, they for count. Wallahi, Africa, all the leaders they for be not take action against South Africa. But it did not do so. Me, wallahi, yesterday, I not going to picking themselves for going to that school themselves. Wallahi, thank you.
Thank you so very much. I just think about the song where title One Africa. But anyways, we'll not take any more call again. Thanks to the callers that we call him. Toby, you listen, waiting the callers and don't say, let's talk about them.
I appreciate the callers, not for the make we camera every morning, but I want to make some quick clarifications. We are not talking anything that has to do with government. We are for the shower praises on the government. I expect the opinion of the caller. You get right to opinion, but opinions are not fact. Facts, I can prove that whether your opinions. I'm not going to take your opinion away from you, but possibly even bite in your opinion, they lost the bite because not to the fact you the talk. So we are not talking about something we have to praise the government. If the government is doing something that is tangible for praise, I would do that. Why not? But in this case, and obviously listened to the program earlier on, I praised the Ministry of Labour for intervening in this case. But I rightly say there are so many dust not in cupboards. Sierra Leoneans them will face a lot of challenges from the employer. One, Sierra staff then don't die. Two, staffs of the Shaka Stevens Stadium waiting the Ministry of Labour do in that direction. I will praise them for this one, but I get a lot of examples outside of things they want to not stamp them foot yet as a ministry we charged with the responsibility. I will not sit here and say, well, President Bio left in Oz for go work. That is waiting the caller while I say, I will not say that. President Bio gets a responsibility for own up to the people of this country. If he's doing that, if in government to do that, I will do the needful. When this direction is about not just Malado, let them get a thorough investigation into this, and perhaps now it's Malado, but it might be allegedly and might be other agencies that might be doing the same.
Thank you so very much, Toby, for your time for being part of the second segment of the, Epic Morning Show, the midweek edition of the Epic Morning Show. And one for say, plenty thank you to DJ Wonder, we give you technical support, and also Suri for making our watch you live on Facebook and also YouTube. The producers of the show are Fatmata, Grace Leby, and Reginald Brian Ojukutusoya, executive producer. Thank you, Thomas. One will say plenty thank you to you. We're calling, but make sure say try for keep salon cleaner. It's important for make the country clean. We still there again season no go fight. We don't see. Honestly, last year this year, some side in this country of each song to be specific. You really know say governments no get plan for make some roads themselves in a certain parts of Africa. So waiting community people in need for do the MPs over there in community then they because when road bad people in the use bike or keke or you name it, it become difficult. At some points I can wonder some area that if you go in a net, then again they come by 8-9. I wonder if we will get access for Guna you also whatever. So it's kind of like tough. Community people, MPs wanna step up. It's raining season and rain don't begin to come heavily. Some wood in the way. It's no secret government will go inside and but let's come together and make or build a beautiful nation. My name is Evan Julius. You have yourself a wonderful. I love Wednesday for the ladies. It's good. I will talk to you again some other time. Bye bye.